missile strikes and blackouts while governments attempted to maintain morale. One of the darkest aspects of the war involved chemical weapons. Iraq increasingly used chemical agents including mustard gas and nerve agents against Iranian troops, and later against Kurdish civilians. Chemical attacks caused terrible suffering. Protective equipment was often limited or unavailable for many soldiers. Victims suffered burns, blindness, breathing failure, and long-term medical complications. The use of chemical weapons became one of the defining horrors of the war. International reactions remained complicated. Many countries feared the spread of revolutionary instability from Iran, while also worrying about escalation across the Persian Gulf. Foreign powers became involved indirectly through weapons sales, intelligence sharing, and political support. The Cold War shaped many international responses. Despite ideological differences, both the United States and the Soviet Union became concerned about maintaining regional balance and protecting oil supplies. Meanwhile, the battlefield remained locked in attrition. Neither side could achieve decisive victory. Every offensive cost enormous numbers of lives. Every defensive line seemed to produce another cycle of artillery bombardments and trench assaults. The human cost became staggering. Estimates of total casualties reached into the hundreds of thousands, or possibly more than 1 million combined dead and wounded. Entire generations experienced the effects of the war. Families lost sons, fathers, and brothers. Economic damage spread across both countries. Oil facilities, cities, bridges, and industrial infrastructure suffered repeated destruction. By the late 1980s, exhaustion affected both sides. Iraq improved its defensive systems with deeper trench networks, stronger fortifications, and expanded chemical warfare capability. Iran struggled under economic pressure and mounting casualties. The war increasingly looked unwinnable for either country. International pressure for a ceasefire intensified. Finally, in 1988, Iran accepted a United Nations mediated ceasefire agreement. The fighting gradually ended after nearly 8 years of war. The results shocked many observers. After years of destruction, neither side achieved a decisive victory. Borders remained largely unchanged. Millions had suffered. Cities had been devastated. Yet the strategic outcome resembled a massive stalemate. The Iraq War left deep scars across the Middle East. For Iraq, the economic strain contributed to future instability and later conflicts, including the invasion of Kuwait in 1990. For Iran, the war strengthened the Revolutionary Guard and reshaped national politics for decades. Military historians continue studying the war because of its unusual combination of old and new warfare. Modern missiles and jets existed alongside trench systems and mass infantry assaults. Chemical weapons appeared beside artillery barrages and minefields. The conflict proved that trench warfare had not disappeared entirely from modern combat. The Iraq War became a brutal reminder that even in the modern age, wars of attrition could still consume entire nations. A battlefield of trenches, mud, missiles, and fire. A war where modern technology mixed with some of the oldest horrors of industrial warfare, and a conflict that became one of the bloodiest stalemates of the 20th century.
The Yom Kippur War became one of the most dangerous and dramatic conflicts of the Cold War era. Fought in October 1973 between Israel and a coalition led by Egypt and Syria, the war shocked the world with its surprise attack,